Hey fellow Voidwarriors, it's Angry Turtle and that's my another mask crafting guide, this time for carnivores, as Double Experience Weekend is getting closer and we need those buffs. Then carnivores need some love as well. Then today we'll be talking about broiled scourge with brains and tasty squirrels too, how to get them. And let's start from the easy one, what means scourge with brains. We need them, and how to get them, the easiest way is visiting fissure sites. What you need to know, there are multiple fissure sites on the map, and those fissure sites are spawning scourge beast, and we need to go there and kill some scourge beast, because there is a chance every time you kill a scourge beast, you will loot a brain. It's not guaranteed, as there is a selection of scourge beast organs that you can get, but one of those is scourge beast brain, and this is one that interests us. The good thing is, even though it's time consuming, it's actually as well a way to farm a lot of experience, therefore you can continue farming those brains even during a double experience weekend. And good thing about fissure, if you do not know, they respawn every 10 minutes, regardless if you leave the server or not. Therefore, you can do full circle with all those fissures, and when you finish, you can start over. Like, I like to start in here from the White Spring fissure site, and I will give you just a quick tips about hunting those fissures if you play as a melee character, as usually carnivores are melee. Not always, but a lot. First important perks. What you will need? Butcher's Bounty. Rank 1 is fine, if you can max it out it's better. And Concentrated Fire, I'm using Concentrated Fire to get Scourge Beast down if needed, if she'll refuse. As well, I combine it with Enforcer, and I'm using a shotgun to cripple her wing. And my shotgun, it's this one, it's just a crafted one, it's not a legendary. And those are the modifications I do recommend to get Scourge Beast down. I will not go over and why, because it's a crafting video, not the build video. Then here we go, and normally I just deal with some scourge first, because there is a good chance that scourge beast will land by itself, but if she refuses, then I swap for a shotgun. Oh, this one is actually running away. Swap for a shotgun, target a wing, and it's crippled. That's enough. That's how much you need to shoot. When it's crippled, you go back to killing the Scorched, and Scourge Beast will land. We don't know where, yeah, that's the problem. If she fly away quite far, she will land in there. When you cripple her wing, she's looking for a spot where she can land. And it doesn't matter how far she is. I was hoping that she will land closer to me, but that's fine. As long as her wing is crippled, she cannot fly again. Therefore, she's a ground monster now. And as a ground monster, as you can see, it's way easier. And now we check, and this time we have Scourge Beast meat and some other stuff. We're looking for brains, then I will need to continue, but of course I will not show you every single Scourge Beast I'm killing, as this will be extremely long video, but you have the idea how to get those brains. Now, additional ingredients we need for tasty squirrels too. We'll need squirrels, of course, squirrel's meat to be exact, and salt. Those are two limiting ingredients in this crafting. And we go first to Lady Janet's soft serve. And yes, farming map will be as always in pinned comment, and feel free to download it for yourself. And oh, what I recommend, do not use any explosive weapons. And there is one simple reason for that. As all those places we need salt, it's way easier to find salt on the table than under the table. And if you'll be using explosive weapons, this salt will fly away. And now we just run across. We are going after squirrels. Squirrels will be behind this hill. We run in there, and there should be like a crashed truck over there. Can we see it? Where is it? Okay, check the map. I should be close. Oh, there it is. There's crashed pickup, and normally there are squirrels in here. But this time we have cats. I didn't know you can get cats in this spot. Okay, then it's not guaranteed as I was thinking that it is. You can actually get cats. It's not perfect. But it's almost guaranteed. Like, most of the times I had squirrels in here. Then I mark it wrong on the map, but it's too late now. Okay, next spot. It's not guaranteed spot. It's next to Hemlock Halls. I mean, salt is guaranteed, squirrels are not. First, we run into the restaurant as we need salt. And salt is usually on the tables and some in the kitchen. I recommend to grab as well pepper and spices, as you can have a use out of it. Oh, and more salt, some spices, some pepper. I don't actually need sugar. Then this, after grabbing this, we're running back. And you'll see something like a gate over there. You run through it. And there is a chance for squirrels. If not squirrels, then some another critters or rat stacks. Unfortunately, it does look like we get a rat stacks that just run away. Then there is no critters here either this time. That's very unlucky moment for recording. Like all these places with possible squirrels are without the squirrels, but you know where to look for them. Another spot is next to Crater Watch Station. It's still not guaranteed. And we just turn right a little bit. And next to those geysers, there is a chance for squirrels, but we don't have squirrels. We have opossums. Yeah, as you can see, like, the spots that are not guaranteed, I didn't get a squirrels. First time in, like, I did this run multiple times, and that's the first time I don't have squirrels in 3 of those spots. But anyway, let's continue. We grab some salt from Toxic Dried Lake Bed. And here again, just run straight. And yes, you guess it, we are running towards the restaurant again. There's some Mirelooks there, not really too scary. And here we have a restaurant. And as any restaurant, there will be salt and other stuff. As well ghouls, that's why I said no explosive weapons, as the salt will go flying. I will help you guys. And here, as you can see, there is salt, some free steam pack, there is some pepper, there is more salt, and there is one more salt, I almost missed it. And here on the shelf you have spices, take them as well. And I almost forgot, we need to go back a little bit. This ruined house, there is, as you can see, one more salt and pepper. Grab it. Now we are going to Helvetia. In Helvetia, we are going to visit the honey house. And here we have salt, spices, and pepper. Next we are going into the restaurant, of course. Grab some spices over there. I can grab it. Yes, I can grab it. Go into this part, grab whatever is on the tables. And another spices in the kitchen. And one more spices in here. And why you need spices, I will tell you, that's a bonus. And now we go into this house, just other side of the river from the restaurant. And here we run to the kitchen. Kitchen, what interests us, you can see another salt and spices. Cranberries if you want, I recommend to grab it. From there we are going to the golf club. There is a lot of salt over there. And inside I will not show you every single spot, but basically, because there is a lot, check all the tables for the salt, and on many tables you will just find salt or pepper or both, and that's what we are after in here. Oh, there is. After grabbing plenty of salt from in here, we are going after squirrels again. We're going to White Spring service entrance, and we are going behind the service entrance. It should be a squirrel somewhere in here. That's a rabbit. There's a squirrel. I told you there should be at least one squirrel in here. We take squirrel bits and we run back. There will be like 2 more rats on the way, but behind this little parking lot there will be 2 more squirrels. Just deal with the more rats. And over there you can already see the squirrels. There is one. There should be another one. They always in pairs in here. Where is another one? Something kill her? No, there is another one. It is possible to find one more squirrel over there, but I always spend too much time looking for her. Therefore, we are going now to top of the world. There will be a bunch of squirrels nearby. And now if we open the map, where we need to go, it's in here. We'll move the marker. We need to go into this direction. It's a little bit of a run, but it's not so far as it seems to be. Then we just turn right, but do not kill yourself, run straight and then jump. And we're going this way straight. Here you should be able to see this high voltage pylon. It means that you are going in the right direction, and next to those three is supposed to be squirrels. Yeah, you can hear them. There is 3 of those in here. Take all those squirrel bits. Should be one more. There is one more. And from this spot, because we are very unlucky with the squirrels, we can go to Toxic, Laris, Meet and Go. There will be another 2 squirrel bits, but no squirrels, just a squirrel bits. Unless I already took them, I'm not sure. And here you will find some Snallygasters, then you need to be aware of that. But it shouldn't be too much of an issue to deal with them, there's just 3 Snallygasters. And what's good about Snallygaster, they drop acid if you need it. Oh yeah, I think I took it already, it's not in here. It's in this fridge on this shelf, there are always 2 pieces of squirrel bits. And below there is cat meat, if you need it. And as you can see in this place there is a salt as well and some other stuff that you should pick up. And I was lucky enough to get a bubblehead as a bonus. Some more spices and more salt. Next to the cooking station. That's perfect for us as we'll be cooking now. As always, before cooking, do not forget to equip Super Duper. And now we go under the meat. And here you can see broiled Scourgebeast brain. Just requires Scourgebeast brain and wood. That's super simple after you get ingredients. And just craft it. Next, tasty squirrel stew. I forgot to tell you that it requires tato as well. Then we'll need to grab tato. You can grab it from your own camp if you have planted. If not, there is a good place with salt that have tato as well. By coincidence, it's a perfect place to farm experience too, because you have super mutants in General Steakhouse. And as you can see at the back of the General Steakhouse, you have nice garden and a lot of tato. I mean, not a lot, but a bunch of tato. And as you can see as well, I have a bunch of squirrel bits at this moment. That's because I did a server hop and gather meat from squirrels again. As you can server hop and kill squirrels again if you are unlucky and you do not get enough squirrels like I was in this run. Therefore we have squirrels, we have tato, we have only 12, but for now this will do. Next time we'll craft more. We need boiled water as well, not enough. And now we have enough to craft it. And the bonus I was talking about, that's a cranberry meatball grinder. You can craft it with cranberries, purified water, Scourgebeast meat, and spices. That's why I advise you to pick up all the spices and keep Scourgebeast meat. And what this does is insane HP boost. That's 80 now, but that's because I'm not on a team. If you are on a team and you have stretchy numbers, that 100 to your maximum HP, that's the most potent buff that you can craft for carnivores. Although it cannot survive a server hop. And now the broiled Scourgebeast brain will provide you with 6 intelligence, 8 intelligence if you are on a team with stretchy numbers. Tasty squirrel stew. It provides you with 20% experience bonus, up to 25 when on a team, then that's a lot. And as you can see, the Scourgebeast brain will last you for 30 minutes, then you need a lot of those brains. And Tasty Squirrel Stew will last you for a full hour. And that's everything for this guide. I hope you guys enjoy it and you will have fun farming experience with your carnivore characters. As now both herbivores and carnivores are covered with my guides and you can mass produce your buffs beforehand to get ready for the event. Of course, those buffs stack with lunchboxes, then you can use all together and it does stack with double experience weekend on top of everything. Therefore you can really get some crazy progress in very short amount of time. And now as always, thank you a lot for watching and see you guys in the next one.